Hello and thanks again for joining me this week. I want to start with news of an exciting project. The county's moving forward with another green transportation project. This is a new microgrid that will generate solar energy that will be used to make hydrogen to fuel hydrogen-powered buses. Hydrogen allows the buses to operate for longer distances and does not require battery storage. While emissions from hydrogen are clean, production of hydrogen can either be clean or dirty. And in this new project, the production will be clean and the emissions will be clean. The reaction only produces water as a byproduct. And I've asked plan developers to see if we can even find a way to reuse the water and put it back into the system to increase the resiliency of the project. This will be the first of its kind on the East Coast and only one of a few in the country. We worked with the same company, Alpha Structure, to develop the solar panel microgrid system at the Brookville Bus Depot. As one project lead put it, this project will create the gold standard for sustainable public transit. Montgomery County is leading the movement into resilient public transportation, which is both good for the environment and their economic development goals. Green public transportation helps relieve congestion and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. We cannot green the electric grid by ourselves, but we can lead the way and show everyone in Maryland and throughout the nation how innovative projects like this produce a greener county. I want to thank the Council for passing an important bill I introduced earlier this year that is designed to improve safety in areas such as downtown Silver Spring, as well as across the county. The Late Night Safety Bill applies to all businesses that provide on-site consumption of tobacco, food, alcohol, or cannabis and neither operate between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. or operate between midnight and 2 a.m. and have been the subject of 2 or more service calls for law enforcement to respond to serious incidents during the prior 12 months. These businesses must develop safety plans. These plans might include security staff, enhanced lighting, surveillance cameras, and other tools to help deter crime. I appreciate the Council's engagement to help improve the original version of the bill, and I believe this bill will help improve safety for residents, visitors, and businesses. We worked with police, council members, and downtown Silver Spring business owners to bring about this change. Some businesses voluntarily already implemented the security plan and have shown that it can be helpful. So we believe that expanding the plan countywide will have a positive impact. As a longtime community activist, I know how important it is to involve the community, so I especially appreciate the effort by so many in the Silver Spring community for continuing to work with us to make the area safer. The culture of Silver Spring is one of inclusivity, appreciation, and concern for neighbors. For nearly 2 years, elected officials, the community businesses, and MCPD have been working to put systems in place to promote communications, encourage cooperation, and educate businesses on better ways of crime-proofing themselves. The Late Night Safety Bill is another step in creating a safer community for everybody. On Tuesday, the County Council selected Artie Harris to lead the Planning Board, and Josh Linden was appointed as a Planning Board Commissioner. I will be meeting with them both to talk about their perspectives and how we can create more equitable, inclusive, and thriving communities through the planning process. Our Planning Board plays an essential role in shaping what our county will look and feel like going forward. So having a board that is committed to ensuring that our diversity is front and center in their planning is essential. I've known Artie a long time through his work at MHP on affordable housing. I look forward to working with him in his new role. And I'll be talking with both of the candidates and learning more about them and their visions for Montgomery County sometime over the next few weeks. I want to applaud the effort Monday to protect school-aged children from fentanyl by giving students at Montgomery County Public Schools permission to carry Narcan, the overdose antidote, on them to protect friends and classmates. It is unfortunate that we have to do this, but it's a necessity. It's one, but not the only tool being used in response to a spike in overdoses among minors that drove a 90% rise in opioid-related emergency room visits over the last year. More than 80% of all fatal and non-fatal overdoses are due to fentanyl. We are developing a medication-assisted treatment program for adolescents 17 and younger. Medication-assisted treatment is going to be an alternative to going cold turkey by helping to manage acute withdrawal symptoms as well as long-term cravings. But we need the state's help to bring more of that to closure. It's not something that can happen overnight. On the prevention side, we're committed to programs that help educate kids and keep the community from using fentanyl. It truly is a just once can kill you type of threat. We also are working with community partners to address behavioral health and mental health issues. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Statistics provided by the National Alliance on Mental Illness show 1 in 20 adults nationwide experience a serious mental illness each year, but less than 2/3 of them receive treatment. In fact, it can be years before someone shows signs of needing treatment. Drugs can be a way that some use to dull the pain that they're experiencing, but as we've been saying all year, one mistake with fentanyl could be deadly. In COVID-19 news, we saw a few blips in our case rates over the last week, but those spikes quickly dropped again. Our hospitalization rates and percentage of beds being used by COVID patients remained flat, and our community status remains low. Now that the public health emergency for COVID is over, we're in the waiting game to see how the state will share its data on cases and hospitalizations. No matter how often they update their dashboard, we're committed to sharing as much information as we can with the public about the virus's impact on Montgomery County. This week, we'll wind down our final vaccination clinics at schools and focus on appointments and outreach efforts. We have a very busy weekend of activities coming up. This is the weekend before Memorial Day, which means it's packed with events for the family to enjoy. I'd like to highlight Public Safety Day on Sunday, May 21st from 11 to 6 p.m. at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds. It will be an interactive event with police officers giving the public a chance to pass the MCPD motorcycle skills course, meet the police department's canine officers, and get the county's firefighters, sheriff's deputies, and other law enforcement professionals in a fun setting. On Saturday, there's more family fun to enjoy. MC DOT is opening up its yard in Rockville for Truck Day. Families are invited to climb aboard selected vehicles and get a close look at some of the heavy-duty equipment that's being used to help clear streets of downed trees, make emergency repairs, and more. The event helps support National Public Works Week. Visitors will also be able to vote in the Paint the Plow contest, in which local middle schoolers compete for the best plow design. The winning schools will get a cash prize. Also on Saturday, a spring fling featuring a community picnic with music and food will be held at the Marion Friar Town Plaza from noon to 4 p.m. And in Gaithersburg, book lovers will gather at Saturday at Bower Park. The free event is open to all ages. It celebrates books, writers, and literacy excellence with a slew of special guests and lectures. Nearly 20,000 people are expected to attend. That's a wrap for today. Hope you all have a great week. There's certainly lots to do this weekend, and I'll be back again next week.